I know it's like a couple of minutes early, but hey ho. I thought I'm all set up and everything, so I thought I'll I'll start anyway. So but that's an email to say I'm live. So I've just heard my phone go ding ding. So hello to the two watching. If it's Karate and Ian, hello. So yeah, I'm live on my channel, it says. For my information. Why I keep getting a notification saying I'm live? Of course I know I'm live. So one's gone and there's only one in.
That'd be me.
and
I'm saying hello to myself.
You're saying hello to yourself.
Hello. Hello, me.
Hiya, Thomas. How are you?
Thomas, lad, how you going on?
So how do I'm early? I'm early as well. For a change. Only a couple of minutes, a minute, or whatever, but hey ho. So where's the cricket playing chap? Who plays cricket?
Oh. Who's that about?
I have no idea. Hiya, Oddball, how are you?
Oddball!
No idea. Think cricket's finished now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I like watching Ashes, but that's about it.
So as I say, Chris does is in his head. Oh. Thank you very much, Oddball. He says Chris does in his head. Hello, Mr. DJ Ian.
Oh, he's off for 2 weeks now, a lucky gig.
I know.
Taking me on holiday in his suitcase.
Yeah. You know what I said, don't you? If he's taking anybody, he's taking me. Oh, dear. So, how is everyone tonight? Same as I say. It won't do to start till 9 o'clock, but I'd got everything set up and I thought, what the heck, I'll just go a couple of minutes early.
Just go for it.
Yeah. 38 degrees with a beer. Oh.
Minus 32 degrees with a hot coffee.
Yeah, we are all right. Yeah, we're a bit concerned about his son. He started getting panic attacks while he's at college. So I'm going to have to try and make an appointment to see doctor. But apart from that, you know, I'm sure you will, Ian. Not. He says, I'll be thinking of you all. I says, I bet you will, Ian. Not. So, but yeah, I mean, this is like the second one he's had since he's been at college, and I think it's the stress. And hiya, Steve, how are you? So yeah, so I mean, yeah, they probably not give him anything for it, but they might referring to, you know, I don't know, somebody that can help him with it, if you know what I mean. But it's getting a little bit worrying now because he's going to college to train to be a chef. And he can't be having panic attacks if he's going to train to be a chef. So we're a little worried about it at the moment. But same as I said, I mean, if Dr. Kumlapra is in touch with somebody, like coping with it and, you know, I don't know how to cope with it, basically. So it seems to be in, like when he's in stressful situations, same as Ree said, it, you know.
Makes you think you've got a latte.
I mean, he's only been at college a few weeks, but it's sort of worrying when they're coming more frequently, if you know what I mean. he did Scotch eggs and salad today. So yeah. We haven't had it for tea because they only made 2. So
oh yeah, we can have eggs and he can have salad.
Hey, I don't think he'll thank you for having salad. Oh, okay then. I will do. Well, you'll not be around for 2 weeks, Ian. He says, "Yeah, I know. I know you're being serious, Ian. It's same as I say. It only started a couple of months back, and the first time it happened, it was with Chris, and Chris had seen me have panic attacks, and he'd sort of talked him through it. But it's getting more frequent, you know what I mean? And it seems, I don't know, they seem to be becoming more frequent. And if it could just like talk to somebody about it, things that trigger it off, and but you see, it gets quite frightening as well, because colour drains out his face, his lips all go white, and then he like goes all ashen looking, and you know he starts sort of like clutching at his chest like he can't breathe. I mean, if they can just teach him sort of how to sort of cope with them and breathe through them, and you know what I mean. Hi, Michelle, how are you? So yeah, it's all right. We're just talking about Callum. He's sort of started having panic attacks, but they're coming a bit more frequent since he started college. I mean, he's only been there a couple of weeks and he's had 2 already. So it's we're thinking of taking him to doctors, basically. Yeah, I know there ain't no like miracle cure or anything like that, but at least she might be able to put us on to somebody that can help him like deal with it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we're all right. Chris managed to get out for a flight this morning because it was lovely and sunny first thing. And it started raining this afternoon and it's not stopped since. So we did say he did say that if it were nice, they were gonna. He only went to like local park, but he sort of did like a fly, you know, fly round. You know what I mean? So so yeah, I mean, I don't know whether if the weather forecast be to believed, we're going to have torrential rain, 80-mile-an-hour winds, and then it says we could have snow next week. So you know,
Snow footage.
So yeah, I mean that's if the weather forecast is to be believed.
My
Just saying.
forecast is stick your head out in winter. If it's cold, put a coat on.
You know what I mean? But I mean, same as I said to Chris, I mean, you don't believe everything you know, if you believe them all the time. Oh, Thomas is going to Scotland tomorrow.
Oh, we just back to my brew, lad.
Chris wants some haggis, he said. Oh.
Michael. I'll put hi, Michael.
Well, you're sort of half right. It's Michelle.
I've just got wrong sex.
Yeah. So yeah. So what's everybody been up to over the weekend? I've filmed another baking vlog today.
Style again.
Yes, in a different like style.
Johnny Fine is alive.
Hiya, Johnny. How are you? So yes, I've filmed another vlog today. I made it's not been published or anything yet because Chris has just got to do a few tweaks when his when he's editing it. So yeah, we filmed it. I did raspberry and lemon muffins. So I'm good. You cake teasing again. Well, here's the ultimate tease then, Johnny. I'm going a bit out my comfort zone because I'm making probably Thursday a Rolo cheesecake. So and I've sort of done Chris's favourite chocolate is Toblerone. So I saw a Toblerone cupcake, so he wants me to make them. So yeah, right. I ain't stripping for nobody, not even you. I don't want to blind everybody. Michelle's laughing. Oh dear. But yeah, so I've got all the ingredients for this Rolo cheesecake, but you actually put Rolos into the cheesecake mix, and then you decorate the top, and then you put Rolos on top as well. So but yeah, I made some muffins today, and if I do say so myself, they were absolutely delicious. So they'll probably all be gone by the time the vlog's edited and uploaded. Oh, Michelle says Rolos is her favourites. So yeah, you actually put Rolos into the cheesecake mix, and then you decorate it on top with Rolos as well. So it's like double Rolo heaven. So yeah, okie dokie then. But I'm looking forward to it. It's a bit of a challenge. Not so much the making of the cheesecake, but the decorating afterwards. So yeah, it's same as I say. It's not so much the making of the cheesecake; it's actually the decorating. Because I've got some tins of caramel, and you have to drizzle caramel on top, and then pipe some cream on top and stick your roller. But that's the challenging bit about it. So, but I'm going to have a crack anyway. I'm going to have a crack at it probably, I don't know, Thursday or something like that. So I downloaded some yesterday. I found another different site. I'll just give you a sort of a hint. I downloaded about 4, and it's like I come across them, and I thought, oh, that looks. One of them is toffee apple dump cake, and then I was I got in on the sort of toffee apple sort of theme, and I've also downloaded a toffee apple cheesecake. And then I saw this one, Jammy Dodger Blondies.
Ooh.
But they're not like full-size Jammy Dodgers. You have to get the miniature versions.
That's not good enough. Full size.
Yeah, and then another one, but this is like a different site. Cherry ricotta cake.
Ooh, sounds even better. Come on.
So, but we're not too sure about the cherries. I mean, Mr. P's not a great fan of cherries, but I thought it's something different. I've not used cherries before, so I'll have a crack at it. So yeah, so you know, it's that they're sort of just four that I downloaded. Michelle says, "Cool, I'm on my way." But it's like I have these brainstorms, Michelle, where I sort of go, I research on Google. I've got one or two like favorite sites, but they are two like totally different websites that I've been on, you know, that I usually go on, if you know what I mean. Replace the cherries with strawberries.
Yeah.
Hiya, Chan Adventure. How are you?
How do Chan?
So yeah, you know, I mean, there's also a friend of ours that looked after the cats while we went away for the weekend. I did offer to pay her, but she says you can use any food there on the cheesecake. Well, yeah, same as I say, but I thought, you know, I've made things with blueberries, I've made things with raspberries, I've made things with strawberries, I've made things with lemon, and I've never ever made anything with cherries. So I thought it'd be like a change, if you know what I mean. So getting back to what I was saying, his friend looked after, but she loves anything to do with cherries. So I downloaded one, and it's like a baked cheesecake, but it's a cherry pie filling on top. Now she loves anything to do with cherries. You know what I mean? So yeah, so I says to her, I says, well, even though I'm making it for you, I'm still going to vlog it because it's something that I've never used before. It is a baked cheesecake, and you just buy like cherry pie filling. So yeah. Hi, I'm Jad. How are you? So I'm just telling everybody like future blogs, and I know the dump cake is an American dessert. You know, it is American, the dump cake. So I like to sort of diversify, should I say? You know, not just like English recipes, but things, you know, like the jammy dodgy blondies. I know that's sort of they originate from America as well. You're a little mad. Oh, don't you mean nuts?
That's crazy.
You know, as I always say, is a sandwich short or a picnic. Oh, lights is on, but nobody's home. Oh dear. Oh, sorry about having to blow my nose. Oh dear. I've had like a sniffle all day, but I don't feel ill. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I've just had sniffles. So yeah. So and I had to laugh because I bought like a patch, like what they call a sharing patch, a Rolos. I didn't realise at the time that the ones that I'd ordered or the ones that I'd bought were mini Rolos. I wanted the full size one. So Callum opens the fridge door and it goes, "Oh, Rolos." And I went, "Keep your mitts off." I says, "They're for a baking vlog later in week." So if I come down and they're not in fridge, we'll know who's nicked them. So yeah, you know, his eyes lit up and everything when he seen these Rolos in the fridge. So he better not, or I'll chop his hands off. I'll make him go out and buy me another bag. But yeah, it's like I like to plan ahead, and I've got frozen raspberries because it says in the vlog that I've done today, you can either use frozen or fresh raspberries. So I got frozen ones in the freezer, should I say. So that's hence the reason why I made the raspberry and lemon muffins today. I planned on doing it quite a while ago and never got round to it. So I thought, what, you know, it's like a 2-minute thing. So, hey, we've got Bella in. Ian was in earlier on, Bella.
It's me, I've gone, oh no.
It's all right, well, I'm talking about baking vlogs. I'm going to attempt a Rolo cheesecake a bit later on in the week. I'm just saying, oh, you still are you? I'll just say to Bella, Ian were in earlier on. It's not a fan club, Amjad, it's a group. And I started it because obviously, you know, I do baking. And at the time, there wasn't no baking Facebook groups like this magnet fishing. There weren't no, you know, there's magnet fishing groups, there's photography groups, there's drone groups, but there weren't anything where you specifically could go and post your baking videos. I wish she says, just quiet, we packing and sorting, but you're on the big screen. Hi, Linda, how are you? So yeah, you've been a mod quite a while, Michelle. So yeah, so I've done the raspberry and lemon muffins today.
Big screen, yeah, Bella.
You'll have to get one of them muffins while you're up and show everybody.
Oh, no.
Yorkshire.
Hey, Yorkshire.
So yeah, so it's where everybody can come. They can. It's going to Florida tomorrow, Bella.
Yeah, it's coming to Sheffield on way to pick us up.
So yes, these are the raspberry and lemon muffins that I've made.
TV just broke.
So yes, they the raspberry and lemon muffins that I made earlier on. Chris, we've sort of done a 9:55 a.m. I'll be on my way. Ooh.
Sergeant Flight, mate.
So yeah, so they what I've made today, and I'm going to be a little bit more adventurous. I think probably about Thursday, and I'm making a Rolo cheesecake. So it's a bit more, you know, a bit more to it. Yet again, we've changed the setup of the baking vlogs. Be 8 p.m. here time, and I land. Oh, it'll be here. Yeah. It'll be there when it's 8 p.m. here.
Yeah, it's a long time. They go live on YouTube.
But the thing is, they're like 5 hours behind us, aren't they?
Yeah, jet lag's not good.
It's all right. I'm just going on talking about the use a marshmallow and a tea light. I mean, I'd use something bigger than a tea light, wouldn't you, to toast a marshmallow? But
something a bit quicker.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to do the Rolo cheesecake a bit later on in the week. So yeah, I mean, but once you get back in, the big event you know, that's soon approaching. So yeah, you know, you're going to be busy sort of once you get back off your holidays as regards, you know, the big event next year. So did you manage to sort the Orlando thing out? Because I know you'd sort of booked through a third party, but we were with Thomas Cook, weren't it? So I know you said you were, you know, you were going to lose that. So.
But we're still going, that's main
Oh
thing.
yeah, that's main thing. I mean, you're still going. Oh yeah, it's all sorted.
Good. That's all right.
You know what the big event is next year, Bella? You know?
I'm bursting to now.
She knows. She knows. It's
not Jeanette having a baby.
No, it's not me having a baby.
It's Ian going to walk down. Well,
yeah, it's Paul. I'm getting married, lol, 6th of December, and I'm on TV. Ooh.
Yes, what's his TV business about?
Well, I think that's keep secret because he's had to sign a contract. So
I reckon it's to do with DJing. And it'll be something like a BBC documentary about DJing in Liverpool or Runcorn.
No, it's called Crime Watch.
Exactly.
You know, I'm only joking, Ian. That's why he's had to sign a contract, because it's Crime Watch.
We get married on the 6th. That was the big event.
Yes. So yeah. I mean that weren't a big secret, Bella. I mean, I think everybody knows that big event. But what I'm saying is, once he gets back from Florida, it's all full steam ahead for the wedding. It's E4, and I'll be the voice over on the promo video. Ooh.
Well, you'll have to tell us when it's on, Ian.
Yeah, let us all know when it's sort
time and date.
What when it's scheduled to be on telly, and we'll be there with bells on. Oh, Sophie shouts, yes, it is, Jeanette, to the wedding. Yeah, full steam ahead once you get back from Florida. So yeah. Bella says he's joined the Dream Boys. Really, he's only saying the promo thing. Oh dear. But we'll be. Are you going, Amjad? We'll be in. You know, famous circles in a bit. You know.
Oh.
Hi, Alexander. Are we allowed on the couch, or is Pixie doing a live at some point? He hadn't done any lives recently. We were going to do one the other week for my birthday, but he were ill. So yeah, you know, Chris knows the secret. Do you? Oh dear. But yeah, we'll be in the circle of you know, celebrities in a little bit. Next thing you know, we'll be going on Strictly Come Dancing.
I'm a celebrity.
I was just about to say, or I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, it's same as I say, once you've had your holiday and everything, you'll be able to throw yourselves into planning the wedding and whatnot. And on the good news side, Emma's eventually, she's got her MRI scan on Wednesday. So, you know, we wish her well and hope she gets some answers from it, because she's been ill a long time. So if you're watching Dennis or Emma, you know, I hope they, you know, rush it through and, you know, get the answers that you need. So, yeah. Well, she said they offered her one last week, but you know, I had them dermo, them stud things in her chest. They were a bit unsure of giving her an MRI scan with them in. But same as she said, they're doing my stomach, not my chest. So it's put, oh, you know, if you know, you know. Wait, Chris does know. So you know what Chris will say, he's been to bed since then. So yeah. So I've just been saying, who else likes jammy dodgers?
Me.
It's the man code, this secret talk. So yeah, I've got a jammy dodgers blondies, and it's a bit like a tray bake thing, and it's a bit like a brownies recipe, but it's not chocolate, but you stick jammy dodgers in top. So that's one. And this one, it's called toffee apple dump cake, and it's like that's like a tray bake, and it's a sponge with chunks of apple in, with like a frosting, and then like toffee drizzled over the top. So and then I've going on the toffee theme, baked toffee apple cheesecake. So yeah, but they're not like the full size jammy dodgers. I've got to find mini jammy dodgers somewhere. But that's the picture of the toffee apple cheesecake. I don't know whether you can see it or not. You know, but these are see, you see, if I put it too close, it's too bright. I don't know. Anyway, that's the toffee apple cheesecake. It's sort of similar thing with apples on top and drizzled in toffee. So, but yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. As some as I say, it's a bit of a thing with it being on my phone. Yeah, and another thing, because Chris loves Toblerones, I saw a Toblerone cupcake recipe as well. So, but Chris says, "Oh, buy one of them giant ones," and I says, "They too big. I've got to buy the normal size Toblerones, because obviously you make sort of like a chocolate like muffin, put like a icing on top, and then you stick a piece of Toblerone. Can you imagine sticking one of them great big triangles of Toblerone on top of a cupcake?" So yeah, so basically, I saw this recipe for Toblerone, and it's one of Chris's favourites. Well, it is his favourite. You know, anything Toblerone to do with Toblerone, and is there with bells on, you know what I mean? But you've got to get the normal size Toblerones, because you stick a piece of Toblerone on top of the cupcakes or muffins or whatever you call them. So you can't put like a great big triangle, a Toblerone on top of a little cupcake. So yeah, and I made these earlier on, Alexander. These are raspberry and lemon muffins. So you know they were quick to throw together. Quite simple to make. We're trying a new another new way of filming now. We all had one, well, we sampled them earlier on. And there was, you know, there was a hit, let's just say. But because of the new way of filming, Chris has got a lot more editing to do. So it were getting on time-wise by the time they'd come out the oven and, oh, pardon me, and everything. So I says, well, I don't want you to sort of fluff up with editing. So don't publish it now, because obviously I'm going live tonight. So I says, well, leave it. I says, and edit it tomorrow. I says, and then publish it tomorrow. So, yeah, I mean, to say that they're simple, they're quite delicious, actually. Because you put lemon extract in it, and you put lemon juice, and you also put the zest of lemon. So there's sort of like that. It takes away from that tartness of the raspberries. So, so yeah. And it does say in the recipe either frozen or fresh. And I got frozen raspberries anyway. So, and I says I left it till last minute to get the raspberries out. So I think myself, it's better to make them with frozen raspberries because they like bubble. You know, like when they're baking, they were bubbling, so to speak. And yeah, and reason why there's such a shiny top to them is I sprinkled a bit of demerara sugar on them. So, you know, it's like a soft sponge, but it's got like a crunchy top. Oh, okay then, Michelle.
See you later, Michelle.
Alexander says, my special friend fell out with me tonight, then goes on my Facebook, texts me and says that they're hurt. We aren't perfect. We're only human, but it does say what's on your mind on the timeline. But you see, this is the thing. If you speak your mind and you speak the truth, then, you know, I'm saying, I say it as I see it. You know what I mean? I say it as I see it. And, you know, if you don't like it, then, you know, I hope to see you again, Michelle. I don't know whether you've gone already, but, yeah, I mean, it's you know, if there was some kind or a real friend, I mean, it's like myself and Bella. I don't know whether Bella's still here, and it's like me and Ian. We know we can say things to each other, and they're not going to get face on. You know, how can I put it? You know what I mean? I mean, like he's always making fun of Chris, but Chris knows he's only joking, and they have that banter between them. You know what I mean? It's
I'm very offended.
You know what I mean? And it's like Bella and Chris, they've got that same sort of banter. You know, if they're real friends, whether they're women or whether they're men, you know what I mean? They take what you say with a pinch of salt. You know what I mean? It's like nowadays you've got to, I'm going to love you and leave you. You've got to be up super early next time. You hear from me, I'll be 38 degrees weather with a beer. Not that we're jealous, Ian. Talk to the hand. So, yeah, have a fun time, Ian, and give me love to Sophie. And, yeah, I hope you have a fantabulous time. The sound's got...
chucking it down.
Yeah, Bella says the sound's gone my end.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Chris has just put headphones on.
No. Have you pressed mute?
I haven't pressed anything.
No, what about Bella?
I thought you meant me. So am I coming through loud and clear? Am I coming through loud? Yeah. Chris, it's buffering now.
No, it's not here. All good. Carry on.
I'm just refreshing because it's like doing a bit of a buffer here. Probably got to watch an advert now. We'll do, guys, loads of video. I hope so, Ian. Same as I say, when I messaged earlier on, I says, don't forget, plenty of videos, plenty of pictures. You know, we all want to be well, Joel, when you get back and, you know, looking at the pictures and whatever.
Didn't they tell you that Hurricane Bertha were heading your way?
No, America's already had hurricane, I think.
Oh, I pushed the sound.
That's very technical, Bella, that is. She pushed the sound thingy by mistake. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's Bella being technical, by the way.
You got the remote thingy, Bobby.
Front, where is it? Thingy, me Bob. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's like everything, Alexandra. I mean, like it's me and Chris. I mean, we've been together sort of how long now? 19 years this year, and we've been married 17. Is it 17 years?
Mm-hmm.
No, 2003.
Yep.
16. We're at 16 this year, and it's like 17 years next year. But it's like everything else. You know, you have your ups and your downs, you have your good days, and you have your bad days. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't get over that. I pushed the sound thingy by mistake. But yeah, same as I was saying, we've filmed another different way today. I'm not going to say what it is, but we're just trying different things. The techno whiz that is beauty on a budget. No, because it's like this, Alexander. When you find the right person, and I'm sure you will, is my soulmate, is my friend, and is my husband all rolled into one. You know, and it's like I've had a lot. Well, we've both had a lot of health issues lately, and it's a case of you help one another. You know, and the fact that it's packed up work to look after me full time. You know, and if I no, but you know, sort of how we started filming with the green screen, and I just go on to say, here's the ingredients. It's sort of different.
Don't tell me all.
Yeah, it's a different sort of setup altogether. So, but we're just experimenting at the moment. Hello, crazy woman. And Bella, we're just getting technical, Gail, because she pushed the sound thingy by mistake.
Yeah, it's a blaming generator. It sounded.
Yeah, she went, I can't hear you. You know what I mean? But she pushed the sound thingy by mistake, she said. Oh dear.
Hello, bid.
So yeah, but same as we've said, I mean, if this don't go down all that well, then we'll revert back to what we were doing before. It's just trying to do it differently, if you know what I mean. She is a plonk of that bell. Well, I said she was getting all technical. Say she pushed sound thingy by mistake. You know what Bella's like with technology. But yeah, we're sort of just experimenting at the moment. Same as we've said. The Hoku's talking. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, if it don't go down well, it don't go down well, and we revert back to what we were doing before. But same as Chris says, if take no pingu plonker. But yeah, you know, if it don't, you know, or you know, I get comments saying, "Oh, I think you ought to go back to you were filming before," or "I don't think it's as good as the way you were filming before." We'll just revert back to the way we were filming before. You know, there's no two ways about it. But we just thought we'd sort of just. I am Miranda. You know, if it don't work well, then we'll just go back to how we were doing it before. So, you know, but same as I said to Chris, it's just trial and error. I mean, it's, I suppose, you know, everybody's, you know, had or done the same thing, trying to mix it up a little bit, trying to do things differently. Oh, thank you, Miranda. But yeah, I mean, I'm just explaining. I do baking vlogs as well as live streams, and I've done a baking vlog today. If you want a quick glimpse, the raspberry and lemon muffins. So they what I made today. The vlog hasn't been published yet because it's all got to be edited and everything yet. So it'll probably, you know, it's got to be edited and everything before it's published. Oh yeah, Pixie's my other half, by the way, and he's sat over in corner over there.
Oh no.
Gail says, I did a live stream on my GoPro the other day and wondered why no one was coming in. It was unlisted. Oh dear. Well, we've all been there and done that, haven't we?
Might not be coming in.
Yeah, well, I mean, not Chris has sort of uploaded a video and then sort of gone back. He says, well, I've not had no comments, I've not had no views, and it ran private, that's why. So we've all been there and done that. So, you know, I mean, it's just one of them things. I can just imagine Gail sat there talking to herself and wondering why there's nobody coming in. Ah, we've got Kate in as well. Kate and Eta. So you've just missed me. You've just missed me showing everybody my latest baking. Kate, they are raspberry and lemon muffins. It hasn't been published yet. Because we, you know, trying to mix it up a little bit. But it will be published tomorrow, so hopefully all being well. I'm sweating again. So yeah, you know, we're trying to mix it up as regards, you know, the filming again. So I mean, you'll all have to take a look and, you know, yeah, revert to old way of filming. Yeah, it's fantastic. Carry on with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not falling for that one again, Kate.
Well, big spider
she says there's a big spider on the wall. I can actually see behind me.
Not this time.
And if you're wondering what we're talking about, I was sat here other week, I think other Friday. Yeah, it were true last time. We were sat here other Friday, and Kate says there's a massive spider behind you. And I sort of wait looking, and she kept saying, no, I'm not kidding. She says there is a big spider, and it was like here on wall, and it were a massive spider. But yeah, it was one of them with big long legs. So, but we just thought she was joking, but no, she weren't. There were a big spider behind me. So, so yeah. It wasn't a slipper. It wasn't a friend for long. The slipper came out. But you see, the thing is, we call all spiders that we come across Roger. So we've got names for the spiders. We call them all Roger. So whether the big ones or little ones, they all named Roger. So, but I hadn't actually seen one that big again, Kate, since that one was crawling on wall that time. Roger Mark 1000. Yeah. Bella says, I'm glad it's not just us then, Bella. She calls them all Bert. Well, we call him Roger. He's a proper dead Roger now. God, Gail, if you'd have seen size on it. And it were one of them with big gangly legs. You know what I mean? It were a big, and you ask Kate. You know what I mean? The small body and the big legs. So, so yeah. I mean, same as I said to Chris, when I first went live, I saw it. We've got like pelmets, and it were like right over the other side of the room. And I thought, you know, it's not harming me. You know, blah, blah, blah. But then when Kate sort of said, oh, you've got a massive spider behind you, I thought she was joking. And I looked round and it were there. So it like scooted across. I don't know whether it were the same one or what, but it had sort of made quick tracks and come across the roof, and it was behind me on wall. So, so yeah, I don't know whether it was the same one or a different one or whatever, but yeah. So, so yeah, so aptly named Roger. So, I shared it out before I went live, dear.
I'm talking to the cat.
Oh.
This is Pete.
Baz keeps taking photos of the webs outside. Oh dear. Oh, we don't go as far as taking pictures on them, Bella. I mean, you know, we just let, majority of the time we just let them be, you know.
Just if they get a bit too close for comfort.
Yeah. But that particular night, same as I say, it were right behind me, and I were having kittens because it was like literally right behind me. It wanted to be YouTube famous, I think. You know what I mean? Roger the Spider makes his debut on the Jeanette Pickering channel. Oh, thank you. Where are you? Are you in the UK or are you in the USA? So, so yeah. Just leave that door open a minute. It's all right, we're laughing at our cat. I could see a spider with your face on, Bing Bong Spider. USA, Florida.
Oh, hey, you're gonna have some visitors in a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely piddling it down with rain here in the UK. It was lovely. Pixie's got a drone, and he went out first thing this morning. He only went to the local park, but you wouldn't believe that it was lovely and sunny first thing this morning, and we've gone from that to it absolutely belting it down here.
Chucking it down.
Yeah, absolutely belting it down.
I'll let you get a bit of fresh air touch.
So, but it's not cold. You know what I mean? It. Make out she's not here. But yeah, I mean, it's not cold. I mean, it hasn't got that cold we've had to have heating or anything on yet. But some as I say, I'm sat here sweating. I mean, that might be the hot flushes, you know what I mean? So, but I've just said to Chris, can you open the patio doors? And Tucker, which is the ginger cat, is just sat at patio door looking at us, if to say, well, I'm staying here where it's nice and dry. It's creeping now, Bella. I get hot flushes every time I see Jeanette. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Now that is hot. But I mean, we don't get them sort of temperatures here in the UK. I mean, we're lucky to get up to, well, no, I mean, like at summer it were up in 30s and that, but that's Fahrenheit, not centigrade. I mean, I don't know what 30, you know, but what's he after? I know that's why I said Bella. Hiya, Craigs, how are you?
Craigs, lad.
So yeah, you know, I mean, it's it's not cold, but it's, same as I say, I don't know whether it's well, yeah, what you want and what you get, it's two different things, and you're getting neither. So yeah, you know, he's not having another drone. DJI spider drone. Well, I tell you what, he said it wouldn't mind, Gail, if ever we won the lotto, and it is only if we ever won the lotto. Oh, you were in Sheffield. Why didn't you call in? We've been here. We've been in all day.
I could have thrown you out again.
And I've baked as well, Craigs. I made some muffins. Look, so here's what you could have won.
Well, if I knew we were coming, I'd have had it more.
So yeah, you could have had some muffins. So yeah, so I says to him, he wants one of them underwater drones, but it's sort of, you know, highly unlikely unless we win the lotto. So yeah, he likes the thought of. Miranda says, "I'll settle for a muffin." So yeah, so that is something that he'd want if we won the lotto, because they are expensive by all accounts. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they work, but all I know is they do an underwater drone. So, you know, I don't really know a lot about them, but I know they're expensive. So, yeah, so that's sort of on his wish list if ever we won the lotto. But knowing Chris would be getting, you know, didn't have time, I'm afraid, taking Lulu back to university. Oh, did she come home for the weekend then? No point in getting one of them, it wouldn't fit in the bath. I think they're a bit too big to fit in bath, Bella. Some as I say, I don't really know a lot about them. They've not been out very long, so I don't know the what's and wherefores about them. So, you know, I don't know how they work, and I do know that, you know, you can film underwater, but they also fly as well. Do they? Or do they just work in water?
There's a waterproof drone that's like a Phantom.
Yeah.
I've seen that bouncing in water and everything. That doesn't actually go underwater.
Oh.
But it's like if it's chucking it down like outside now, during the day you can still fly it.
Oh. It says yes, you better not make a habit of it, lol. But you see, the thing is, we've been in all day. Chris went down to Asda. What time would it be? About 6 o'clock. And he says it must be students' payday or something today, because he says it absolutely rammed with students doing the shopping. So you know, because it's sort of in the vicinity of the university, and there's a lot of student accommodation close by, that is the supermarket that a lot of the students go to. So yeah, Chris went down about 6 o'clock, and he says it absolutely rammed in that. It's only a little Asda. I mean, it's nothing, you know, nothing to write home about. But you know, it's like a lot of them ain't got their own transport, so it's within walking distance. So, you know, a lot of them go there to do, I don't know, do they go there to do the weekly shop? Do they do it? Hi, little B, how are you? Nice to see you in the stream. So so yeah. So yeah, but it's like you get to know certain times when not to go down and when to go down, and you know what I mean. Hey, we've got Ian in as well.
Man in the shed.
Hi, Ian Matthews. How late do I have to come on to catch you in United? I told you the other night, Ian, I wear pajamas. And no, this is not my pajama top. This is my t-shirt. So,
hey, we got the good one.
I got the good one. How are you? So, so yeah, Ian's trying to catch me out, catch me in my nightwear. So, like I'd be sat here streaming in my PJs or my nightie. Oh dear. So
got to go. Oh, well, I've got a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, we're okay. Okay then, Gail. Thanks for coming in. And I'll see you again shortly. So so yeah. Apart from what's all right, I'm trying to catch up with. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got to make Callum an appointment fit doctors. Now it's not a big deal to some people, but Callum's getting panic attacks more frequently than we'd like. So they may not be able to do anything for him. They might refer him on to a behavior therapist or a cognitive behavior therapist or what, so he can like manage them. But I mean, does anybody know anything about, if you go to doctors having these panic attacks, what do they do? Do they refer you to somebody? Do they, do they send you to see somebody that helps you, sort of, what triggers them, what how to sort of thing. It's getting a little bit worrying at the moment. Obviously, that it's I have no idea. So yeah, does anybody else suffer with panic attacks? And can we give him any advice on how to cope with them? Or I mean, it's getting a little bit worrying at the moment, because since he's been at college, he seems to be getting them more frequently. So yeah, I mean, we're talking on a serious note here. I mean, I have them occasionally, but they're few and far between. But it's like this second one in less than a week that Callum's had. So we're getting a little bit worried about it. So yeah. So you know, if anybody's got any advice for me, or should I get him into doctors and let him talk to the doctor? And you know, it's getting a little bit worrying. You know what I mean? It's getting to the point now where it's getting a little bit worrying, because it will, like me, very few and far between, but it's getting a bit worrying now, because I mean, same as I say, this is the second one in within a week. You know what I mean? No, I weren't sort of specific talking about any medication, Bella. It's just if they can advise him the best way to deal with it, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like some sort of, if sort of he knows what triggers them, and how best to deal with it when he knows, or he can fit. Because you see, the thing is, he goes as white as a sheet. His lips all go white, and then he's complaining that his chest hurts him and he can't breathe. So even if it's just like some breathing exercises or something, you know what I mean, just to somebody to talk him through how to best cope with it, if you know what I mean. And here's the man himself.
Hello.
It's all right, we're talking about you had another panic attack today. Your dad told me.
Well,
So yeah, I might have to make your appointment for doctor, you know, see if she can talk to you, or refer you on to somebody that can talk you through it and how best to deal with them. And you know what I mean?
Happens when, seems to happen when I'm in crowded areas and it's hot.
It's just said he seems to get them when he's in crowded areas and it's warm. You know what I mean? In fact, he had one last week. I think they thought his blood sugars were a bit low, and they sort of took him to one side and gave him some chocolate. Now, they were in two minds whether or not to send him home. So, I mean, it's a good job, really, because he had another one today. Even if it's just to see somebody to sort of say, well, you know, breathing through it, or, you know what I mean?
I do breathe through it. It's still...
Yeah, Bella says those symptoms are a classic panic attack. So, but it's getting a little bit worrying, Bella. I mean, on our part, that they're coming more frequent. You know, but you see, same as I said, it's the course that he's doing at college. It is stressful, but he's got to learn somehow to cope with them if he wants to carry on with this course, and he wants to carry on with it. Oh, guess how much?
I put 3.
When he says he's just bought it.
Wardrobe cost 600 4 years ago. Hey, I've got it. 75 quid.
That's not bad. But it's like one of them, like it's like a bunk bed, and then it's got a desk underneath. So, but yeah, you know, if you can understand what I'm saying, Bella, I'm trying to get him some sort of help to help him cope better, if you know what I mean.
And it's only started happening this year for some reason.
I've just said you've had two within a week, haven't you?
Yeah, and then I had one at the parade.
Yeah, well, that was quite a few months ago, weren't it?
But then I had one at the
prom as well, yeah. But what I'm saying is, up until then, you'd never had a panic attack, and then you sort of you went about three months without having a panic attack, and then you've had one. But since you've been at college, you've had two, haven't you?
Well,
So
it wasn't really a panic attack, but it was like because it was warm.
That's
I
right.
think it.
yeah.
Oh,
So anyway, so we're thinking of it's dismantled and ready for you to pick up, is it? Or only problem about that is, Johnny, you've got to put it all together when you get it home. And if you're anything like Chris, he's absolute crap at DIY. Flat packs especially.
I'll tell them about that table I tried to put together. I've got to screw it down.
Oh, Ray's in and he says, stop by to say hi, just got off work listening while driving.
Hello, Ray.
Yeah, and that's what I said about our doctors, Bella. They are very understanding, and I think. Morning, mate.
Morning, my doctor.
And same as I said to Chris, if he sort of explains in his own words what exactly happens, but we've seen it for himself. You know, his lips all go white. He goes like all colour drains from his face. And then he's sort of complaining, he's like short of breath, and it hurts his chest. So, yeah, and you see that. And hi, Carla, how are you? We've got 14 in the house. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. But yeah, you know, it's worrying because they're coming more frequently. The same as I said to Chris, I said, if we just go and have a word with doctor, just say, first time he had one where, I don't know, at beginning of the year, he didn't have any for months. He had one at the prom, but since he's been at college, he's had two in like less than a week.
No, it was last week.
Yeah, I said within a week, you've had two. So yeah. Even if it's same as I say, just to go and see a therapist or something on how to cope with it. So you know, it's same to say I don't want him going on any medication or anything. I mean,
He's not that bad.
Well, this is what we're saying. Bella says you'll be too young to go on any medication. If they can just teach you how to cope with it better.
It's not like really bad.
Hi, Ian Strones, how are you?
Say? It's not like really bad. It's not like something serious.
Well, no, but it's affecting you at college, isn't it? That's what we're saying. So you want some sort of we've got 808, Steve. We've got 16 in, baby.
And it might be as well because I'm standing up a long while as well, and I'm not used to it. I think that might be why.
Ooh, Johnny says he's sanding it down and doing it pink.
Yeah, I think also it's because I'm standing up a long while as well, and it's.
Oh, well, that's it. That's it. Well, same as I say, we'll try and make you an appointment for tomorrow afternoon because you finish at dinner time, don't you? So, so yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about, our lad is here. He's 16 and a half. He's just started college, but he's started to get bad panic attacks. And I was just talking about taking him to doctors to see if he can go see a therapist or something.
And I turn pale as well.
Yeah, I've just been saying like your all colour drains out your face and your lips go white, and then you're saying like you can't catch your breath, and rest and sleep helps. But you see, it's like in certain situations, like crowded situations and like stressful situations. You know, as I said, he's just started college and he's doing catering and hospitality. You know, and it's we just need some reassurance from doctors, and it seems to say just refer him to a therapist or something. You know, best way to cope with it. You know what I mean? So you know, is a young lad. Some as I say, I don't want to go down the medication route or anything. It's learning how to cope with it. So, you know, that's the aim for it. I mean, and same as Bella says, if you've got an understanding doctor, which we have, I'm sure, you know, there'll be something, you know. Are you on a laptop? Yes, I am. Yeah, and that's exactly what I've said to Chris, Bella. You know, even if it just gives him that coping mechanism for it. Watching the blades, bless him, no wonder he's stressed out. yeah, Johnny, I'm on a laptop. I've got an external webcam. I'm using a mask just in case I have to quickly ban somebody. No, no, I said I've got me mask here just in case I have to quickly ban somebody.
I said that future of budget's a bit dodgy. I'm getting ready with bad button.
Can you hear him, Bella? So yeah, the hey up. We're banning. No, Johnny asked me if I were using a laptop, and I says, yeah, I've got an external webcam and I've got computer mouse here in case I need to quickly ban somebody. Oh, right. Always sent me some pictures.
She's looking.
Yeah. No.
It was burning and banning, so came back to
Ian wanted to kick somebody's. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'll send you a picture, baby.
Oh.
It's not a naughty picture, by the way.
Thank Christ for that. Don't send me if it is.
We have enough of that with Ian, let alone anybody else.
Oh, some of the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A bit risky. Oh, dear.
Ooh.
It's nice, isn't it?
I want one.
Yeah.
Nice that, mate.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if we had a little girl, that'd be ideal, but we don't.
Screw that, I want it.
You see what it's put? Showing your wife my wood.
See pictures of videos.
Yeah. Ian's worst culprit. And they're not pictures of bunk beds either, Johnny, I'll tell you. Oh, dear. Don't mention about sending photos while Ian's in. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
I don't know what you mean. And he claims they're all from his mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mate sent me them. Yeah.
But yeah, Ian's worst culprit at lot.
I bet he's got about 600 all backed up ready to press send.
I forgot what I was saying there. Yeah. Yeah, about banning. No, I'm just telling Johnny about my setup. I mean, this laptop has got a built-in camera, but it's not as good as the external one.
That's not really clever either.
No, and that's not right clever. So we might have to invest in a new camera. It's a lot clearer on StreamYard than it used to be on Hangouts.
Oh yeah, by far.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the camera's not all that fantastic on.
Ian Kang sent a photo. Oh, disappointing.
Did you hear that, Ian? He says he's disappointed.
We'll see the bat signal. Then there's all you dirty weirdos.
So Do you know something? Ian is fair gonna miss you when you're on your holidays.
So what? They're 5 hours behind.
America is, yeah.
Yeah, where Ian's going.
I don't know. Ian should know more. How far behind where you're going to Florida or Florida? Are they behind?
Video, is it?
You see what Bella's put? After seeing half your photos, Ian, I feel I could be a qualified gynecologist. Yeah, 5 hours behind. What are you laughing at now? Well, that whatever you sent him in, it's got him laughing anyway. It's what you can't hear him chuckling in corner.
5
Yeah.
hours behind.
He says, yeah, Chris is watching one of my videos. That's what I just said.
Yeah, but yours are turned to what your so-called mate said, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do, if it's 5 hours behind, I'll wake up at 6 o'clock and ring him up at night. Wake him up.
Craig says they're going on an Explore Wednesday, first in a long time. Area Reveals has found some interesting local places. Ooh.
Ah, he told me I was speaking to
Yeah, Chris says he was talking to him this morning over a certain situation.
We were saying we've had 2 or 3 interesting places to go to.
So
Should be good.
yeah. So I forgot what I was going to say now.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. In a few weeks, that's what we're going to say. On the 21st of October, it's a Monday night. I may go live on the Tuesday night because a certain football team is on the television on the Monday night. So that on the 21st, I'll probably not be going live because it's a Monday night.
Well, you could go live at 10 o'clock and do a 10 till 12.
Yeah.
How's that? Later finish than normal. Or later start than normal.
So yeah, well, as Chris has just said, I could probably go an hour later because it'll all be over and done with by 10 o'clock.
And what's better?
What?
And what's betting? That when you go live on Monday, right? Ian, send me a link. It'll be there in his mankini and pride pot, stand there, sunning it in an extra pool.
Who's on West Ham? No, it's
not till October the 21st.
It's on the 21st of October, Bella. Is it Arsenal you're playing?
Let me have a look.
I think he said it's Arsenal they're playing.
It was Arsenal. Monday night football. Let me have a look. And eventually loads up.
But it sort of said to me tonight, I'll warn you in advance on 21st because everything has to stop when his football team's on telly.
All
right. And I don't know whether you've seen on the Facebook, I've got this hat on and a scarf around my neck because when it's match day,
Arsenal.
I said it were Arsenal. They wear the lucky socks, they wear the lucky pants, they wear the United tops and everything. So I went to the toilet and I thought, I know what I'm going to do. For a laugh, I'm going to come in with Sheffield United scarf and hat on. So that's what I did. And they both sort of fell about laughing because I came in with this woolly hat on and scarf round my neck. So it sort of had the desired effect because I did it just to make them laugh. So yeah, it's
off for the Liverpool scoring.
And he's blaming me because when I says, oh God, I can't sit in these. I says, I'm hot as it is, never mind wearing a woolly hat. So I took it off And then next minute, you know, Liverpool scored.
So your fault.
So he's blaming me for Liverpool scoring because I took Atten's scarf off.
Not the goalkeeper were rubbish.
Yeah, not the Lyric dribble through his legs and it were a goalkeeper's error. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So Callum's got Wilder's number in his phone, so he can say.
So he said.
We're keepers.
So yeah, it's the Blades versus Arsenal on the 21st of October. It's a Monday night, so when it's on the television, everything stops and we have to watch it on the big telly. You see. Well, we don't have to, but they're not on. They're not.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Let's be right.
Yeah, so you know, same as I say, I was quite prepared to sort of go live on the Tuesday instead of the Monday, but Chris has just said, well, why don't you go 10 till 12? So I might do. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I feel at the time. I mean, it's 3 weeks away yet. So well, Ian will be back off his holidays then, Norrie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all right. I would just okay then, Bella. We might have to come over in next few weeks.
Ooh.
So yeah, I mean, we'll try and coincide. We you know, we ain't getting back and whatever, so we can all have a get together.
Flight bridge.
So yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah. What time do you call this, Wakey? I'm disappointed. You're usually here by now.
I don't know. Good night, everybody.
So yeah. It's all right. We've just been talking about on the 21st of October. It's a Monday night. As you know, I go live Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And the Blades are playing that night and they're on the telly. So
you're on more tactic.
Oh dear, get to bed, you lot. Hiya, Baz, by the way. Boston J. Hiya. And Mr. DJ Ian will be in Florida tomorrow.
Ooh.
So it says Boston JLO, I'll be there tomorrow.
No.
So good morning.
You know what time of day?
I'm going to say, is Baz in a different time zone to us lot?
So we should know.
So yes, Mr. DJ Ian is flying to Florida tomorrow.
Just waiting for me dinner to finish cooking.
Oh, I can't eat this late at night.
No, it's been working on it.
Yeah, I'd be tossing and turning all night if I had something this late.
I bet it's done a 6 till, what is it? 2 till
2
10.
10, yeah.
Yeah, 2 till 10 shift.
So yeah, the lucky DJ Ian is off to Florida for 2 weeks tomorrow. So yeah, not that we're jealous or anything, but yeah, we are jealous, if I'm being honest.
Not as good as Skeggy.
Yeah, right.
Let's be right.
Stick a rock.
I want a surfboard.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there were me and Bella, and we were talking about Blackpool the other day, and we're saying, like, you know, we won't mind going to Blackpool, and you know, and
he'll bring back a burger. I haven't got Gordon's eyes to be.
Hiya, Gordon, how are you? So yeah, I don't think so. Probably not, you know, be allowed to take it.
Dodgy going through customs.
Went to Skegness one. Well, you see, me and Bella were chatting the other day, and I says, I have been to Blackpool, oh God, since 1980. And a friend, Joy, a friend of ours, she was taking little and granddaughter to Blackpool. And she says, oh, it's changed a lot since last time you were there and blah, blah, blah. I says, well, you know, we ought to go with Bella and Baz and, you know, and sort of go for day and whatever. And you know, sort of that was sort of the topic of conversation. You know, we all ought to go for day. I can beat that law 1978. He says it's still a shithole.
What is?
Ian.
What's the shithole?
Is
that about Runcorn?
No, it's on about Blackpool.
That place is it? Oh, it is.
He says I prefer getting my crabs from Tesco's. Is them muffins worthy of you know, the Great British Bake Off, Mr. Gordon? That's what I made today. Raspberry and lemon muffins. So there you go. So yeah, I'm going to be a bit more adventurous towards end of week. I think maybe Thursday, and I'm going to Sort Tower from the Sea Cat on the way to New Jersey in 95. Does that count? Carla says she'll take a dozen. So yeah, it's a simple yet we sampled one earlier on because as you well know, Pixie and Callum are my taste testers, and it sort of gave the thumbs up. The thing that I'm doing a bit later this week, maybe
I'm just going to get that spider that's behind you. Look, spider.
Yeah, you're going to nick one of my muffins. I know what you're up to.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, no, I thought it says NJ. Oh, Northern Ireland. Oh, yeah. He's nicked one of my muffins.
No.
So yeah, I'm going to be a bit more adventurous. I think maybe Thursday. I've got all the ingredients. I'm making a Rolo cheesecake, but yeah, it's a bit more adventurous for me because it's got.
You read that one, Gordon's fault. That's why the Tesco dating site I ended up with being a back for life.
Where's my Scotch egg? They're still in fridge actually, Baz, because Callum didn't fancy salad and Scotch egg for his tea. But funny thing is, Chris Roney on about one day last week wanted me to make some Scotch eggs. So so yeah, they're still in fridge. So Callum will be home like lunchtime tomorrow, and same as we said, if he comes home at lunchtime, which going back to these panic attacks, it only seems on a Monday as well. But that's the time when he's at college all day. You don't have them when he's sort of only there till lunchtime, because Monday is there all day from 9 till 4. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is only there till sort of like 12, quarter past.
I'm forgetting.
So
we've got the Fosters, Richard. Is Rich Darwin?
No, not yet. So yeah, Mr. P's pinched one of my muffins.
No.
So yeah, it's a Rolo cheesecake. It's got toffee, you know, some of that carnation caramel sauce. It's got that actually in the cheesecake and some chopped up Rolos. But then you like drizzle some toffee or the caramel thing on top, pipe some cream on it, and then stick Rolos all round. So in fact, I'll just get you the link to it, and I'll try and copy the link. So
Gordon's net went down.
Oh. So
he'll get used to it, Jeanette.
Yeah, it's just that the thing is, Baz, these panic attacks have been far and few and far between. But this is the second one he's had in a matter of a week. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. I'm just trying to find the link to the cheesecake, and I'll. It's not doing no. It's like
What?
it's probably because. Hang on a minute.
It's not live.
Yeah, I'm on about getting linked to this cheesecake. Yeah.
They made a black forest black forest cheesecake. Ooh.
That is the link to the cheesecake that I'm going to make later on in the week. So if anybody wants to go and click on it and see what it looks like, then hang on a minute. So yeah, it's same as we've said, Baz. We just want to get him into doctor, see if she can put him in touch with somebody that can sort of learn him to cope with them, if you know what I mean. So I'll be up at the weekend. But it's got like Rolos actually in the cheesecake, and then it's got Rolos as the decoration. But same as I say, you can see what I'm talking about it being a bit more adventurous than what I normally do. But try Turning Point. Yeah. I mean, you see, doctor might be able to refer him to some sort of a therapist on how to cope with these and, you know, what triggers it and, you know, but it is going a little bit worrisome because these didn't start sort of like till about May, June time. And then it's sort of been quite a long time between, but it's sort of, he had one on his prom night. And then, like, since he started college, he's had two within a matter of a week. Make it on Sunday when Chris is out. But yeah, you know, it's just a case of same as I was saying to Bella earlier on. I don't want him on any meds or anything. I just want him to, you know, sort of best advise him how to cope with them and, you know, what triggers them and, you know, just, you know, like I don't know, like a behavior therapist or, you know, I don't know what. So, but you see, you know, his symptoms, it goes as white as a sheet in his face. All his lips go white. And then he's like complaining he can't get his breath and it's like hurting his chest. So, you know, it's...
CBT. What's that?
I don't know. What is CBT? I can Google it.
Google it.
Cognitive behavior therapy.
Oh.
I know what it means. Yeah. You see, and even if we can get him like some help that way, hopefully it'll sort of learn him how to cope with the panic attacks and, you know, what's triggering it. And yeah, he says that's it, cognitive behavior therapy. So, you know, it's getting very worrisome about it because they're coming more frequent now. I don't want him to pack up college. You know, I don't want, because he's doing something that he loves. And I don't want him to have to pack it up because he's getting these panic attacks. Well, over here, it's what you do before you can ride a motorbike. You know what I mean? And it's... You see, same as, I mean, he had one when Chris were with him once, but Chris sort of knows the signs and everything because I've had them before now. And he just took him to one side, sat him down, he says, put your head down, just like take deep breaths and don't sort of struggle and this, that, and other. And he sort of worked through it. But same as I says, we can't be there or with him all the time. He's got to learn to be able to cope by himself. And if we can just get him help for that, then, so same as I say, I mean, Chris, Callum, when he came down earlier on and he says, oh, it's nothing major. And I says, well, from where we're sitting, Callum, it is. Because are you going to cope if every 5 minutes you're getting a panic attack while you're at college? They're going to throw you off the course or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just...
well, had that statement gone through for him yet?
You ought to be admired for recognising it and wanting... Well, you see, this is it, Carla. Same as I say, he'd had one, let's say, about 6 months ago. And it's like in situations where there's a lot of people. And then he had one when it was his prom. There again, same situation. There were a lot of people there. But since he started college, within a week, he's had 2. So they're becoming more frequent. And we're sort of same as we said, he's doing a course that he loves. We want him to get help to be able to manage it, if you know what I mean. Because I know, I have panic attacks myself, but it's learning to recognise what triggers it. And I cope with mine. You know what I mean? And it's like I only have one, very few and far between. And that's how Chris knew what to do when he had one when he was with Chris. Because he'd seen me have one, but it's like I can go for years and not have one. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? It's just recognising what's triggering it and best ways to cope with it. So, yeah, I mean, I can see that helping Baz, but I mean, he can't really stick headphones in his ears while he's, at college, can he? You know what I mean? We'll sort it out. What's best thing to do? You know what I mean? It's coping in certain situations. It's learning how to cope in certain situations. It's I don't know. Some as I say, I mean, it's same as I said. It's not your everyday run of the mill thing that you go to doctors with. But if they're becoming more frequent, then it's best to get it sorted sooner rather than later. You know what I mean? The same as we said, he's only a young lad. He's only 16 and a half. And if we don't sort of get any help with it, then it's only going to get worse rather than getting better. And this is what we've said. If they sort of give him like breathing exercises and everything, breathing exercises or certain things to do, then it can best cope with it. Rather than sort of keep having to put up with, and sooner or later, college is going to get a bit, because some as I say, this is the second one that he's had within space of a week. They were going to send him home last week. So if he keeps having these panic attacks, etc., yeah, I'm sure they're understanding, but they're only going to be understanding for so long, if you know what I mean. And he don't want to get kicked off at course or anything, because he's doing something that that he loves. So yeah, and the same as Chris says, I'm sure he'll crack it. It's just getting that coping mechanism, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's supposed to get this state, because it's got a special needs statement, and it's supposed to transfer over to college and his workplace and whatever for as long as we want him to have it. So I can't understand that. It's something that we're going to have to look into.
It's not even got anybody helping him, really.
So yeah, I mean, this statement, by all rights, should carry on over to him going to college or sixth form, or even employment. So it's but I mean, it's like this. I mean, that is like a different kettle of fish altogether. A TA's not going to help him cope with a panic attack, are they?
No, when all that's where he's struggling.
Yeah.
When he's on his own and he don't know what to do, and he gets all flustered, and then that's where it starts.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth looking into, I suppose.
I would.
Excuse me, I've got the sniffles. So yeah, I mean, like when he were at school, he were getting like 20 hours, which is basically help with everything. You know what I mean? He were getting help, and same as Chris says, by rights, it should carry on to whatever he does after, when he leaves school or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll get it sorted. Same as I say, finishes at lunchtime tomorrow. Ring doctors in the morning and say, well, can he have an afternoon appointment or whatever? Just take him to see doctor and see what they say. So but it is, same as I say, it is worrisome. Yeah, it's not an well, it is an illness, but you know what I mean? It's anxiety, it's stress, but yeah, same as I say, we'll see. I'll keep you updated anyway. If we get him into doctors tomorrow, I'll address it on Wednesday night as well. Let you know how we get on and see what they say. Yeah. I mean, there's a saying. I mean, when they're little, they make your arms ache, but when they're grown, they make your heart ache. You know what I mean? There's never a sort of true word spoken about. You do. It don't matter how old they get or whatever. You still worry about them. So yeah. But it's and yes, it is only lemonade. So yeah, it's just getting the help that he needs. So yeah, right. It's all right. I've got bottle down here, and it is low, no sugar as well. So yeah, but it's yeah, right. I've never drunk vodka since that night we got drunk on it. I've never touched it since. Yeah, Chris has gone into his whiskey now. So, but when you sort of sat here, prefer Bacardi. Well, what's that? That I like Taboo, and then I've what's that in white bottle? That like coconut flavored rum thing, Malibu. Yeah, that's it. I've sort of gone onto Malibu and Coke as well. Yeah, and Smirnoff Ice. I like the Smirnoff Ice.
I knew what I meant.
Yeah, I like that Malibu as well because it's like got a coconutty flavour. Yeah, Malibu. I thought that's what it were. I mean, as a rule, like sort of at Christmas, I buy myself a bottle of taboo. I mean, if anybody knows what taboo is, it's just like a fruity flavoured, like it's supposed to be vodka, but it's got all fruity flavours in, and then I dilute it even more with lemonade, so it's like drinking pop, really.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels. Yeah, so yeah, Chris has sort of gone. Well, when I say gone on to whiskey, I mean if he were to have a short, he's gone on to whiskey now. But I can't stand the stuff. Foster's, it's Foster's.
Oh.
There's no R in Foster's.
Foster's. There's Adam to it's Foster's.
Malibu and Coke doesn't it wet your nostrils? No, we're on about not that kind of Coke. You know, the
Charlie, that's no good.
so yeah, I mean, but there is an R in Foster's, yeah, right at the end. But he put Foster's. It's put 2 R's in. He'd got 1 R too many.
Foster's.
So yeah, I mean, his drink of choice is lager. Oh again, his choice of drink would be lager, but then if he were to choose a short, it'd say whiskey. So no, you're not a lager lout. I mean, Mackie, oh God, that's like Guinness and Brit were like, my mum used to like Baileys, and I said, I don't know, you can drink that stuff, it's horrible. Baz says Budweiser.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, only if it's on offer, Baz.
They're like free when you used to box.
Yeah, last time you bought some Budweiser, where did it Christmas when it were like 3 for 20 quid or something like that.
Then when I left just before Christmas, they bought everybody else one, but they didn't buy me one.
And that's it. But that's and I don't know whether you've heard on the news. This no, what's his name? Sajid Javid or something. Yeah. Is on about putting the minimum wage up now to £10.50 for over 21s though. So I don't think I don't know whether they're sort of trying to court favour with the voters, you know, as regards the general election or what. You know what I mean? It just seems a little bit suspicious that they're sort of trying to one-upmanship, you know. But you know what I mean? It's I mean, we don't talk politics, but yeah, it just seems a little bit suspicious that all of a sudden, I mean, it's been £8 whatever for God knows how long, then all of a sudden they're thinking of putting it up to £10.50. So I mean, when you think about it, I mean, £10.50 an hour for minimum wage, it's still not a lot. You know what I mean? It's still not a lot when the price of living is going up all the time. You know what I mean? And then you hear it news that there's a lot more people using food banks and whatever, you know, because of the situation as regards cost of living and whatever. We have to get you cases.
About Stella.
So
because I put Stella out, the fish just opening that can. So we'll have to get you cases.
It is strong stuff though, that Stella.
Ooh, you're not kidding.
But you know, it's a case of you know, same as what's going to happen once they put the minimum wage up? Do they hike taxes up? Do they, is cost of living gonna suddenly shoot up? Where there's a plus, there's always a minus, let's just say. They sort of like think that they like giving it in one hand, but they soon take it away with other.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to distract us from Morris's lady problems. But you see, this is what makes me laugh.
20 years ago, they come out with it now.
Yeah, this is what makes me laugh. It's just took over the Conservative Party. I mean, it was like Donald Trump. Once he got to be president, they were wanting to dish dirt on him. It seems like it's a bit iffy to me, that all of a sudden something's creeping out at woodwork that happened 20 odd year ago. You know what I mean? Boddington's bitter. That's one of your favourites and all, isn't it? But yeah. So, it's but it just goes to show when you're dealing with politics, what underhand tactics that the were willing to, Theakston's is better. You used to like that. Is it John Smith's?
John Smith's extra smooth.
With like widgeting. Chris likes that John Smith's widget thing in.
Theakston's, that tastes like dishwater.
Ain't that in a yellow can as well?
I can't remember.
Well, I can't remember either. But yeah, I mean, it's all a bit ridiculous to me, if you ask me. I mean, but that's just my opinion, Like somebody can remember him touching a knee 20 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's what he said on radio.
You know what I mean?
Boris Johnson touched me up and touched my knee. I said to Callum, I said, here, Callum, I've touched your knee now. You'll have to report me 20 years.
Baz says John Smith gives me bad wind. It don't matter what Chris drinks, it gives him bad wind. But yeah. So swiftly moving on from the politics, I'll probably be going on like another 5 minutes. It gives you a good clear out. Oh dear, cheap as the lager. That if there's good for getting you a clear out.
They don't sell that no more.
I think they do.
Do they?
I think they do. Yeah.
I've not seen none. I've not seen them on the shelves.
Well, you're always going for lager, aren't you? But you see, Asda do were they about 99p for 4 cans? Yeah, like dishwater,
yeah,
but
you need about 8 just to get a
but one thing it's good for is it cures your constipation. Put it that way.
Let's put it this way: don't plan out next day if you have an old.
Wakey says, eat a bag of peanuts with it, and you can pebble dash the porcelain. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Good old slapdash.
But yeah, I mean, at one time, Asda used to do a lager 4 cans for 99p, and then they used to do a bitter 4 for 99p. Now I think they've stopped doing the lager, but I think they still do the 10 pence a tin from Asda. But yeah, I think they still do. I think they still do the bitter. I'm almost sure of it. We'll have to have a check next time we go. So have a party with a quid. Oh dear. So I think you'd be absolutely rat-arse with a tenner.
Well, we that.
So Party 7 tins. Oh God, can you remember them?
Can't remember parties.
7. You know them that they do in Asda, them big like keg things.
Yeah.
But they were like a tin, and I think there were 7 pints in them, weren't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there were about 7 pints in them, and you used to have to get old-fashioned tin opener to poke a hole in it. We're showing his age there, Baz. I can remember them.
Bit before my time, that. I remember 10p a pint at Rooftop Gardens in Wakefield. Still cost you a fiver to get this roll.
Yeah, I want to say we're only on about this. We're at Friday or we're at Wednesday, and I says, you know, there's no wonder so many pubs is getting shut down and whatever, because folks can't just can't afford to go out of a night out. Watney's, yeah, that's it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I can remember them Party 7. You know, that's when you knew you were having a party, when everybody were bringing one of them. You know what I mean? I'll just have a look, Baz. Where's my phone? And I'll send Chris because he don't know what we're talking about, Baz. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll just send you picture on it, baby.
You send a bit picture on it.
Yeah. It we're Watney's as well. Because it says, where are they now? Watney's Party 7. They Baz. I don't know whether you can see them or not.
Never seen that.
It says pierce the cannon. The first 2 pint were just foam. I'll just turn it to the side so I don't know whether you can see it or not.
No.
They're the ones, yeah. I can remember them. They did a Party 4 as well. Like, it's 70. It's a 70s beer. Can anybody remember Double Diamond as well?
That rings a bell.
That were
Cider.
Yeah, it's a pale ale.
Yeah.
Double Diamond. Gordon Bennett. These here are the openers that you had to open them 7 Party 7 cans with. Right, I'm just going to send it to you. And these were the bottle openers that you had to open them with. Double Diamond. Gordon Bennett. So I'm just sending Chris, because there's a picture there of the bottle that you had to open it with. Remember him too, Gordon Bennett. Oh dear. But yeah.
What's this?
That's what you had to open one of these Party 7 cans with.
Jesus, where's my God? Just getting that shit.
But yeah. Watney's.
What? I remember Double Diamond. Don't remember drinking it.
Yeah.
Let's stream games and entertainment.
Let's stream. It's all right. We're just going back to his 70s about Party 7 cans of beer. Oh God, Watney's Red Barrel. Can anybody remember that?
No, that's out of my era.
They are announcing Watney's fully sealed 7 glass party kit, and it's like a tap that you fit on top of it.
By a barrel out of Asda.
And you used to put like, you know, one of them like gas canister things, You have to, and you know that were if you were posh. Brown ale. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Stingo, barley wine. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Foster's and all. It's all right. I'm just looking at. Can anybody remember Special Brew?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Special Brew. That were another blast from the past. Grandma would turn into the Tasmanian devil if she didn't get her snowball and cherry beet. Oh, I can remember that and all.
47, you would refrigerate it for a week and it would still be room temperature when you opened it.
Yeah. But I can remember them taps that you used to buy, and it used to fit like a cartridge in it. But that were only if you were posh. If you know what I mean. And you'd like pour it like a normal beer. But I mean, if you were, you know, peasants like us, you just used to pour it straight out at tin. Mackison's Milk Start, that's another one.
Yeah, I'd like to see what that stream says.
I think you should get her a t-shirt with that on it. What?
Oh, look what that said.
Who thinks we should get a t-shirt for Jeanette with Gordon Bennett on it? Oh dear. I can remember these.
Jubilee.
Carlsberg. Jubilee and all. I'll just Google that. I can remember that. Oh, that were bottled beer though. That were Jubilee. Adnams.
Oh, I can remember that.
Ansell's Silver Jubilee Strong Ale. Oh, Jubilee Start. But yeah. Bringing back memories now. It's all right. We're reminiscing over the old beers. I can remember Mackison's because my dad used to drink Mackison. So yeah, you know. Special Vat cider. Oh, Baby Sham. Yeah, I can remember that. Baby, and if you were posh, had a special glass for it as well.
Excuse me.
Well, at end of day, Baby Sham is a miniature bottle of champagne, and I've never liked champagne anyway. Yeah, Pixie's favourite beer is Foster's. So right, but we got started on about
Forsters.
Yeah, you called it Forsters, didn't you? And then we started reminiscing about these Party 7, which were like a tin with 7 pints in it, and
see, it's got an invisible R. Forsters.
So yeah, but yeah, I can remember you know, these Party 7s, but you know, in order to be posh, you've got to have one of these special tap things, and it used to be like a little cartridge, about that size. Oh, dropping my lighter now. A bit smaller than that lighter, and you used to put this cartridge in, screw the thing back on, and then you know you could sort of have you know it on tap sort of thing. but that were only if you were posh. You know, I mean, sort of us mere mortals used to get one of them fancy can openers, like in a triangle, and just poke a hole in top. But yeah, it weren't a party unless you'd had one of these party sevens. So yeah, you know, I mean, that's brought back memories. And some as I say, my dad used to drink Mackinson. So yeah, I mean, those were the good old days, and obviously Chris is too young to remember.
I'm feeling left out.
So I sort of tried to send him a picture because he didn't know what one were.
What? Really?
Well, you didn't know what a party seven were.
I didn't.
But
I wasn't where how old you were when you had to have a party.
yeah, my mum used to drink snowballs as well, and then I sort of, you know, and I kept saying, well, what's a snowball? Why do they call it a snowball? And it's Advocaat and lemonade, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
I use one of those can openers now with the blade at the other end. Yeah, and that I've even had to send Chris a picture of that because he didn't know what I was talking about. Because it were like a normal bottle opener at one end, but it used to have like a triangle sharp bit at the other end, and that's what you used to open these party seven cans with. But same as I was saying, if you were posh, you buy one of these things with gas thing, what you used to screw in, and you just sort of be like a beer tap. So, but only posh people had them. So I've been going on for over 2 hours again now.
He says now I want to go down to the shop and get a can of pasta.
Well, Chris has had them since weekend, so I mean, it's, you know, very few and far between. My memory of the party seven was that it was always left at the end of the night. No one knew how to open it. So yeah, I was just talking about shutting it down because I've been going over 2 hours now. I mean, it's 11 p.m. here. What do you think I ought to do? Should I carry on for a little bit longer, or what do you think I should do?
Up to you.
I'll probably go on for a bit longer.
Yeah, it's up to you. I'm easy either way.
So yeah, I mean, because we've still got the 10 in. I'll probably go till about past. You know. Okay then, Wakey, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'll go another 10-15 minutes till about past, and then, you know, we really must get off to bed. So yeah, same as I say, we were just reminiscing about all the old type of beers, and no. If you're wondering, Pixie's channel is my other half, by the way. I mean, all the Friday night, I mean, it's not so bad if it's a Friday night, but all the Friday night, I kept going and going and going, and before I knew it, I'd been on 3 hours, and I don't normally go.
Take the Foster's man with you.
Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, you're going for that. Your results of that. I can. What's it with you there, Psycho Sid? Because my mum died of cancer just like 2 years ago. It's not very nice. So you know, but we're in the UK and we don't have to pay for our treatment. So yeah, I hope you get on all right tomorrow, Baz. You know, and if you have to have a CPAP machine, then you have to have a CPAP machine. You know, you'll get a better night's quality sleep. So I hope you get on all right. No. So yeah, you know, it's I know what you're going through because my mum died of cancer 2 years ago. Okay then, Baz. Yeah, just tell Bella, or you know, message us when you know, when you get home and see how you get on. So yeah, but I mean, you know, from being diagnosed in the September, by the April she'd passed away. So I mean, it were quick, and it were the worst form of cancer because it were in a bile duct. It were to do with the stomach. So you know, it wasn't very nice at all. So right, I am going to shut it down, guys. Same as I say, I've done nothing but yawn earlier on. I'm absolutely cream cracked. I'm ready for bed. So I'll be back here on Wednesday, same time, 9 p.m. UK time. And I'll see everybody on Wednesday. Bye. No.
Bye, Fosters, man.